It's terrible. Nope. 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 I'm not, but that looks bad. That looks real bad. Normally when I put it, it's not as terrible. It still looks pretty bad. Is it just me, or do y'all see these like lines right here? Y'all see that? Or is it just me? See, y'all see it too. All right, so it's not just me. I don't. Stand by. All right. I gotta figure something out. All right, so we're live. We're live. But I don't know. Maybe that looks terrible. I mean, oh, I turned it off. Maybe it's the lights in the office. I don't know how to fix that. Let me try putting it over here. Is that any better? I can still see them. No? Yes? We got 20 people on here. Right back over here. What's up, guys? All right, so we got 20 people in here, 21 people now. Y'all gonna have to do something about those likes. We need at least 10. What's up? What's up with that? All right, so yes, I'm back from vacation. All is fantastic, but you know, the one thing about vacation is you work so hard to go on vacation. Hey, Scott, you work so hard to go on vacation, and then when you get back, you got so much to catch up on. So it's been interesting. Busy Monday. Went to the bank. Went and had breakfast with my friend Stubby. That's my morning ritual. Every morning, I go eat breakfast with a friend. It's just a good way to start the day. Been in the office all day, answering emails, returning phone calls and text messages. But yeah, all is good. All is well. What's up with y'all? How did your New Year's go? Tell me how that went. What's up? Tell me what's up. I'm scrolling through the comments here. Sonny was the first one in. KG Productions. Like always, tell me where you're from, so I can know a little bit more about you. So we got Raymond Anthony, Joshua William. Hey, Cynthia Smith. What is up? Matt Christensen. Hey, Cynthia. Stubby's here. Only she's going to get that. But Scott's here. William's here. What's up? Where y'all from? 30 folks on the live stream. Let's get the likes up, folks. Man, Scott, you're number one. I'm making you. You're a moderator now. What's up? Wyoming, Brazil. Ooh, Northern Indiana. Cynthia says hello. Where's Trey? Trey is all right. He is currently at school. No, he's out of school now. It's 4:06. I'm meeting with Trey tomorrow just to discuss some ideas and where we go from here in the future. Alabama in the house, Maine here, Miami. Trey's good. He's doing good. Raymond, I appreciate it. How is the sound? Because I don't have my main microphone hooked up. If the sound is terrible, I'll go hook that microphone up. If it's not bad, then we'll just leave it like it is. Let's see here. Sounds fine. Cool. All is well with sound. Good deal. So long story long, I'm only going to be on here for 30 minutes today. 30 minutes because I just got back from vacation. I've got to like wrap some stuff up here, get some stuff to the bank, and then, as you know, office hours are 9 to 5 or 7 to 5 or whenever to 5. I need to be home. You establish ground rules, and then you keep to those ground rules. That's one thing I'm going to try to do better. Vacation was fantastic. I went on a cruise with my wife. We spent a few days in New Orleans, which was cool. We went, to the French Quarter. All that was great. Did the little sightseeing experience, which was cool. And then what else did we do? We went to the aquarium down there, went to like the cities of the dead. That's what they call them. Saw the mausoleums. That's pretty neat. The Superdome is huge. One thing I am gonna try to get better at is I say a lot. So I'm gonna try to get better at that. That is one of my New Year's resolutions. We stayed in a city called Chalmette, which is right outside of New Orleans. Great little town. Had some good food. Then also we went to Neo's Cafe. It's like a Creole cafe. Scott, you would have loved this place. They had smoked oysters. I've never had oysters before, but like when in Rome type thing, it was good. Oh, it was good. See, I'm doing that again. Anyway, got done with New Orleans, hopped on a cruise ship for 7 days. We went to Cozumel. We went to Honduras. We went to Belize. I've been to all these places before. This was actually the same cruise we took on our honeymoon almost 5 years ago. But this time, my mom and my aunt were with us, as well as her mom and dad, which have never cruised before. And they, there it is again. They had a great time, which is awesome. This is awesome. How have I never had oysters before? I have no idea. But they had they had lemon and garlic, char grilled, smoked oysters. Fantastic. Oh, they were so good. They were so good. Did I go to the Cat's Meow? It's like a karaoke bar. They have house DJs that are doing karaoke all the time. You can watch it on the Earth Cam app. I did not go to the Cat's Meow. The best restaurant I went to down there was that Neo's place, and it was fantastic. It was fantastic. Scott, you went on a cruise too. Awesome. We're going to have to talk about that on Instagram or something. By the way, if you're into learning how to grill or smoke meats, he had the beard growth videos for a while. SDS Barbecue. He's in the comment section. Great channel. I've been watching. I started watching Scott through a mutual friend on the internet, and his channel is doing super, super well. What kind of questions y'all got? We got 20 minutes in here. Tell me what is up. How did y'all's New Year's Eve celebrations go? How did that go for y'all? We actually had a pretty big New Year's Eve event. We had a inside-outside setup. Inside was a band with the EVEKX rig, totems, wash lights, moving heads, up lights, and then outside we had 40 feet of truss flown on genies with, I want to say, 20 or so moving heads. We had a laser company come out. I will have an update on that whenever I get some pictures and video back, just because it looks fantastic on film. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to show you guys. I don't know how good it will be coming off of my cell phone, but this is like an Instagram video. I don't know how good it's going to be, but take a look at this. You can't really see it, but I'll put it up. It's awesome. Turned out great. Okay. Speaking of killing it in 30 days, I did well. Scott, you're not lying. Right now, I'm going to show you. I'm going to update you guys on in 30 days the start of Vlogmas until today. I've got 8,301 subscribers, 1,012,149 watch time minutes, 150,000 views. My subscribers went up 3,011 subscribers. That's nuts. I don't know of any channel that I like follow besides like the big ones, Casey Neistat, you know, those guys that have that kind of subscriber change for just your backyard YouTuber. I did really well. The giveaway is doing really well. If you have not already entered the giveaway, please do. It's running until my sister's birthday, which is January 14th, which is another 7 days until the end of that. Did I get any phone calls over the holidays? No, Josh. When we were in New Orleans, I set up my phone, my email and stuff to let everybody know that I was going to be back today. And as soon as we got on the cruise ship, I talked with my operations manager, Blake, let him, you know, I kind of walked him through some stuff, last minute stuff for the New Year's Eve celebration. Since that was, I mean, honestly, that's probably one of the bigger jobs. No, I take that back. It was a large job, but it wasn't one of the biggest we've done. There was just a lot of moving parts, and especially with me not being there, you just kind of get a little nervous. Even though my team is great, we set up a group meet. Everybody was on the text stream. My team is awesome. I even had like backups to the team, such as Stubby, who's like sitting across from me right now. When you have a good team in place and you invest time and energy into people, they really like take care of you. They knew that I needed to be on vacation. So when I left, I talked to Blake when I got on the cruise ship, made sure there was no questions that needed to be answered, and then boom, I shut my phone off, didn't turn it back on, or I didn't turn it back on until yesterday when we were driving home, and it was really nice. I had around 300 emails and around 1,000 social media posts in general, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat. You guys went nuts, even though you all knew that I was on vacation. You make extremely cool videos. You're a good YouTuber. Man, I appreciate that. Dope. Yes, even people like Cynthia, Blake's wife, doing a lot of running around just because we didn't think of things like the generator needing more fuel and the people that we had coming in for the lasers needing food. And just you build a team, and your team wants to help you succeed just as much as they want to succeed. Bourdain, do I ever do karaoke for clients? If so, is a separate price? I hate karaoke. I will never do karaoke. Here's the thing. I have karaoke files. I'm equipped to do karaoke. If there is a DJ on my staff who would like to do karaoke, feel free. But it's not for me. It's not for me. Sunny636 had an event, rocked it, packed dance floor all night. What kind of event? You have like a club style event or wedding? What's up? Nicholas True, what was my first set of speakers? My first set of speakers, Blake Smith, who is my operations guy, he sold to me. They were a pair of Carvin 815s, which were three-way cabinets. They had a 15, a 8-inch high-frequency speaker, and then they had a 15, an 8, and a horn. They were big, heavy, carpeted, sounded good, and then I was, starting to transition into doing more mobile events because these speakers, they're just big. And then I made a mistake and bought some Seismic Audio 15-inch speakers. Shouldn't have done that. But I was young and dumb, and I've learned a lot. But you guys have been along for the growth. New Year's Eve was great. DJ had a private event out here in California. 175 guest count, packed floor. 175 to 200 people is the perfect wedding. It's the perfect wedding, private event, whatever. You get 175 people and you get alcohol. There's a chance that a third of them aren't going to dance. They're going to sit around, talk, go outside, whatever. A third of them are going to be at the bar, and a third of them will be on the dance floor, which is still, you get 30, 40, 50 people on the dance floor, you can have a good time. Let's see here. January Morris. January Morris. That's a great name, January. I like that. EKX versus ETX. Any thoughts? Experience. I have a ton of experience with both, and they are both awesome. Now, here's the thing. EKX is what I have primarily. I have 4 of the 15s, 4 of the 12s, and then I have 2 ZLX 15s. And then I have the EKX 18 subs. I have bought and sold many of the ETX models. Most recently, my friend Stubby, who is also here with me right now, he bought a pair of, now here's the thing. He had a nice PA. It was a Yorkville Unity 815 and sub combo. Great boxes, powered, sounded good, a little bit heavy, a little bit older, and he asked me what I would recommend him upgrading to. He is a mobile DJ, but he also does some pretty big events for like Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure. He goes to Talladega and throws a party for a couple thousand people. I told him the ETX 35Ps were the way to go. I said, trust me. He already had he had 2 sets of the sub. So he had 4 EKX 18s. He wanted something to pair along with it. I said the ETX 35Ps were the way to go. He was not let down. Were you? Freaking amazing are his exact words. We got 53 people in here. What's up? Tell me where you're from, and let's get back to the comments. Your thoughts on different ways to hang moving heads. I have 2 ADJ Pocket Pros. Hang them upside down where the base is. The Pocket series, you can do a lot of cool stuff with. Moving heads are supposed to be hung upside down. That way you get the full axis tilt, whatever. But with the Pocket series, they're so light, you can throw a cheese burrow on them. And let's say this selfie stick is a pole. You can hang it off to the side. You can set it on top. You can tilt your pole and hang it down. If you've got a circular truss, you can have them, have it splayed at different angles. There's a lot of different things you can do with the Pocket Pros. It's best to have them hanging upside down. Even when you're putting moving heads on truss, I would always say the best case scenario is to get one of those bars, clamp it to it so you can hang them upside down. I don't do it like that always. I'm just saying, to get the full pan tilt motion of your moving head fixture, up down is supposed to be the way to go, but I do it just like that too. Kendrick Gray ran sound at the church I attend on New Year's Eve. We have a buzz in our side field speakers that you got to trace. Sounds like a power or cable issue. I would start with if you've got a buzz in your side fields, I would start with running a XLR from your console to the side field amp or to the side field speaker if you don't have or if you have powered speakers. If that doesn't alleviate the buzz, I'm getting a call from Jacksonville, Arkansas. I'm not going to pick up. If that doesn't alleviate the buzz, try switching the power source. And if that doesn't alleviate the buzz, sounds like you might have an issue somewhere in that speaker. Did 1,000 people party, went good. That's an awesome crowd to have. Let's see here. Mattia Mukasa. Hello. How are you? Hello, John Bass from England. We need to see what? Need to see more on new snake technology. Unfamiliar with the current state of the art. I'm assuming that you mean digital snakes. We still haven't finished our Pro series, our Pro audio series yet. Snakes and distribution and networking and stuff like that will be one of the episodes in there. It's really kind of cool. You can send a lot of information down a Cat 5, Cat 5 or Cat 6 cable. They even have stuff like AES 50 now where you can send a lot of stuff to network, whether it be to a front of house desk, a monitor desk, a broadcast truck, or a live streaming rig. You can send a lot of information to a lot of different places. You just got to pay for it, and 9 times out of 10, it's expensive. DJ Tutu, hey John, what's up? Finished a 19-night contract, DJ'd every weekend for a month and a half. Guest count around 1,300 every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Dang, Raymond, that is a heck of a run. A heck of a run. 50 folks in the live stream. Back out and leave a thumbs up. I would appreciate if you gave it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. I love that you're big into JBL. We all run JBL PRX. PRX is good stuff. Leg lamp. It is the holidays. Any recommendations on an 18-year-old wanting to get into an audio or lighting business? I would say if you don't want to own anything, which I would say, again, do what you want to. I took a weird stepping out of a DJ role into a more production company role. Do what you want to. If I had to do it all over again, owning a business is great, but it's super stressful, and you go a year and a half without a day off or 2 days off in a row. So I would say if you want to get into the production business, go to your local production shop. Every town, city, state has one. There's concerts and events that need to be handled. So there's a production company within 150 miles of you. I guarantee it. And tell them you want to work. You're going to start off pushing cases, but it's the only way to get your hand in the business. Anyway, let's see here. Red Brick Name, what do you think about working on a cruise ship as a lighting sound tech? A lot of it is teching stuff, fixing broken equipment. Here's the thing. Here's what's crazy. I applied to be a cruise ship DJ before I met my wife because I really thought that I could do it, travel around the world. I'm big into cruising. So is my family. We had a great time on cruises. I was like, hey, I could travel the world, DJ for a different crowd every night or every week and get paid well. I completely forgot all about it. I sent in my talent page and everything, my submission video, completely forgot about it. Carnival, a major cruise line, actually reached out to me 2 weeks before I was supposed to get married. And they wanted to go further with the talk of me being a cruise ship DJ, and I respectfully declined. They understood, they kind of dropped the ball. I guess they just had a plethora of DJs, and then all of a sudden they didn't. So they dug down in their list. Well, lo and behold, DJ Woopig popped up. And, but they knew the situation. I knew the situation. And I think it worked out in my favor. What do I think of the Wash Effects lights? Parrish, I've been told that I don't have any, but I've been told that the Wash Effects is the what I've been told, the Wash Effects is the best bang for buck wash fixture out there, period. Super bright, lots of coverage. How about Behringer speakers? Crap or good for the money? I would say Behringer would be on par with Alto. They're not the best, but if you're just starting out, I'm not going to knock you if you use them. I would say if you can, save up $100 extra and get a EV ZLX speaker. They're not the best-selling speaker in the world because they're junk. They're great speakers. They last long. They're a plastic cabinet. They don't sound as good as an EKX or an ETX, but they will sound better than a Behringer, guaranteed. Scott, you thought about me while you were on the cruise ship, dude. I do the same thing. Even they've got some pretty nice theaters on cruise ships, and me and my wife would walk in there, and we would she'd sit down, and I would go around and look and see how their stuff is done. And the thing is, I get inspiration from other productions that are bigger than mine. They've got they've got more money than they know what to do with. I don't know the word I'm looking for. They don't have a budget. There's no such thing as a budget. They get stuff. They buy it direct from manufacturers in England or China or wherever. That means they're not paying import tax on it. They're getting this equipment extremely, extremely cheap. So they get the best of the best stuff. It's all nice stuff, generally. And they've got pretty decent people running and operating. If you don't get a day off for 9 months in a row, working at your craft, chances are you're going to be pretty dang good by the time it's all said and done. So their shows are really nice, and they've got really nice stuff. The only thing that I didn't like about it is they had some lasers in the show, and they were straight up shooting laser beams into people's eyes. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. But it's all good. Mike Good from Cabot, Arkansas. What's up, Mike? Hey, Mike, I need my dolly back. I'm kidding, Mike. I don't need my dolly back. Joplin, Missouri. Let's see here. Use Mackie DLM for small to medium. That's it. Let's see here. Do you all use an equalizer to keep the volume of your song at the same level? And do you know there's such thing as a digital software that can do the same thing? That's called a limiter. Yes. So you can put a limiter, digital limiter, whatever in place, whether it be a drive rag or an analog unit, whatever. I just kind of watch my levels. You know, I'm assuming you're talking about DJ equipment. So just watch your levels. What comes in must go out. So use your cue to make sure that your levels, use your cue and look down at your gear and make sure that the levels are the same coming and going. When it gets to the speaker, it should be okay unless you've got a bad audio file. What should I buy to get started with power distribution? I've got vacation brain. What should I buy to get started with power distribution? That is a great question. The only way I can answer that is to say buy only what you need, because if you go out and buy a 3-phase distro that you're going to use once a year, you're going to sink $5 to $10 grand. You're going to sink $5 to $10 grand into something that's just going to sit there and rot. If that's the case, rent it in. If you're getting into larger events, I would say the best thing you can do right now is invest your money into standard AC power cables. What goes to the wall, to and fro the wall. I've got a trunk out in my shop that has 50 AC cables. I got a text or when I talked to Blake, when I came back, he said, hey, you need some more AC cables and you need some more four-ways or junction blocks, because they're always being needed. So if you're growing and expanding, invest your energy into buying AC cable, then worry about, hey, we got 72 likes and we got 72 people, 29 likes. What's up, guys? Tell me where you're from. Tell me what you're doing. Anyway, back to what I was saying, invest your money into AC cable because it will always be needed. You can always rent in the bigger stuff. Use radial DIs for good ground loop noise. I would say if you've got a ground loop, fix your power issue instead of adding a Band-Aid to the situation. Greetings from the Netherlands. I just found your channel today. Dylan, I appreciate you. So while you're here, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share with your friends, and don't forget to enter into the giveaway. Buy this man a beer, chip in a few bucks. Ooh, man. I ain't going to stop you from tossing some cash my way. Have I seen the trailer for the Lavana Fair? I have no idea what that is. TW Audio, I've heard they're pretty decent. And a Hawk 4, great lighting desk. What are your thoughts on wireless speakers, transmitter, receiver? I have the Alto Stealth units. They work okay. I use them for like delay speakers and not very large rooms. I would say like the Sennheiser unit or Sennheiser packs are going to be something that's better. What I have is probably consumer grade. I would say consumer, prosumer grade. The Sennheiser packs that are in-ear monitor packs, they're pro level. So, you know, you're going to have less issues out of them. Plus, the good thing about the Sennheiser units, you can hook them on an antenna distribution network, throw up some paddle antennas, and get way more distance out of them. Brent, how do you approach speaker placement for wider rooms, semicircular seating? How do you ensure even distribution? It depends on how wide the room is. There is a reason why I stepped up into the VRX. What just happened? I'm back. I'm still getting new, like I'm using my DSLR, and for some odd reason it shuts off. There's a reason why I stepped into the VRX, because it's got 120 degree splay pattern, as opposed to, you know, even EKX or ETX speaker that's like super point source. So I have the QRX series, which are, I think, sound better than the VRX, which I have now. QRX is by Evie. It's a point source box 3-way cabinet. The VRX is by JBL. It's a constant curvature array box, but I was having a hard time getting the sound that I needed into a balcony room that we frequent all the time with the point source system. So instead of buying more point source boxes, the array, column array was the way to go, because I can throw 15 degrees by 120 degrees. So if you got a wide room, you need the speaker. You need a speaker that's going to suit your requirements. If it's not something that you deal with all the time, rent the speaker in. If it's something that you're dealing with more and more common, buy the speaker and try to partner with that venue, and maybe they can get the speakers paid off faster. I have an issue with feedback hum at my church. Used to have power speakers, XLR cables, and mixer and reducers. You have issue with feedback hum. So does that mean that it's feeding back, or does that mean that it's humming? If it's feeding back, you need to go through, ring out the room, and EQ those levels out. Drop them. So you could drop them, and it's just like ringing out monitors or ringing out wedges. You need to go through and EQ your room properly. If you're getting some low end feedback, especially with an over the ear mic or lapel mic, that's pretty common. You just need to EQ that room for that microphone, and then it should go away. If you've got a hum from your speakers, it's your cables or your power source, one of the two. How did I come up with my DJ name? DJ Big Dooley. Actually, I didn't come up with my DJ name. It was given to me by a friend of mine that I went to. He actually got me started in DJing. His name was DJ Dirty South. We were college roommates. I wanted to get into DJing. I didn't have a DJ name, but here in Arkansas, our mascot are the Razorbacks. I was a big Razorback fan. It started out as like DJ Razorback, and it doesn't roll off the tongue. So Woo Pig, but it has gotten me business because it's relatable. But yeah, boom, there we go. Yeah, that's how I came up with the name. Woo Pig. It just nobody else has it, and it's super unique. At the end of the day, I could be DJ John Simmons. It would work all as well. That, as a matter of fact, I would say start off with your name, because if you're a wedding DJ, as I've gotten more tenure in the business, I've started to retract the Woo Pig as much as just for professional reasons, and started interjecting my name more. It's cool that other DJs call me Woo Pig, or my friends call me Woo Pig. I don't want my clients calling me Woo Pig. I want them calling me John Simmons. It's not. I wouldn't introduce myself like that. So why would I want my clients calling me that? But for clubs and stuff, works out well. Justin, John, 17 years old, audio engineer, wondering if it's a good idea to get into lighting production. If you're an audio engineer now at 17 years old, I would say if you're serious about audio, invest your energy and time into audio. Don't try to do both. It's all cool to do both. But like me, I'm a lighting guy first. I have people on my team that take care of audio. Blake Smith, others. That's what they do. I let them run with that. I run with the lighting, just because it's very tough to find somebody that is good at both. Generally, when you try to be good at both, you start slipping in one. How about QSC K12.2s? I would say go with the originals, which are the QSC K12s. Yes, unlimited budget. That's the word I was thinking of. Vinny Harris, what's up? You're new here? Nice to meet you as well. While you're here, subscribe to the channel, hit the subscription, also enter into the giveaway. Be sure to share. That's a great way to help grow the channel and get me in front of people that have never seen me before. That way the channel starts growing. Maybe we can start getting some more sponsorships and related content on here. Let's see here. Whoa, y'all went crazy with the questions. All right, hold on. Good evening, mate. How was New Year's Eve? From everything I've been shown, New Year's Eve was dope. All right, hold on. I've got to show you guys another picture. Maybe I can do something better. Like, I know you can't really see that, but the lasers were nuts. That was you can't see that stuff. Hold on. There we go. All right, so that was like our interior setup. Stand by. That was our exterior setup with the lasers and stuff. I mean, look at you can't see the color detail there. Look at that. Pretty sweet stuff. It's nice to know that I can entrust my team when I need to go on vacation. Where are you going?
Work to hang out.
Hmm?
To hang out.
That's Stubby in the background, by the way. It's good to know that I can trust my team. I can go on vacation. This is one of our bigger events of the year, and I come back, everything went fine. I talked to the client, everybody was happy, everything turned out good. Let's see here. Wendell Foster from Louisville, Kentucky. What's up? Jackie Poole. Hello, sunshine. Hello, mother.
Hello, Mama.
I just saw you the other day. Watching from Ghana and Uganda. From Wisconsin, Santa Maria, California. Let's see here. Greetings from the Netherlands. January. I'm sure you're already gone by now. Thanks for the cool live stream. This is distracting you. Check the settings on the camera. Sounds like the display is timeout. That's probably something I need to look at. Let's see here. Raymond Anthony, thank you for the advice. Prime Sound Entertainment, Los Angeles, California. What website did you use to design your webpage? Also, how did you get DJ Event Planner to sync with my webpage? So whenever you sign up for DJ Event Planner, they will walk you through. They've got like an hour of time that you can set it up to use it with your webpage. That's how I did it. I use Wix as my hosting. There's a lot of great, there's a lot of great templates out there that you can get started with, grab some inspiration from, things of that nature. I would say, do what you need to do. Just don't copy people. You can get into trouble doing that. John McQuay, great to see you, John. I'm sure you've already answered this question. How was my vacation? It was fantastic, much needed. And I'm not going to, the mistake I made there before vacation, I was like, you could see it in my face. There's no like bags under my eyes now. I was facing burnout. It was a year and like 3 or 4 months. Yeah, like a year and two. I want to say it was 3 months. A year and 3 months. I went without more than 2 days off in a row, and I was facing like some serious burnout. Went on vacation. I'm fine now. But I made that mistake. The mistake I'm not going to make this time is I'm not going to let it go that long. Went on vacation at the first of the year. I'm probably going to take another vacation sometime around July. It may not be like a cruise getaway type something, but I'm at least going to take 3 or 4 days to just recharge my batteries. Where can and do you rent speakers? Great question, Scott. I would just Google, since you're in B-more, there's a ton. There is a ton of production companies in Baltimore. I would just say I would Google PA rental, and a list of production companies will pop up. But like someone also said in the comments, Guitar Center, you can rent stuff from there too. I've heard of people using wireless instrument transmitters and receivers. Yes, it does work. Not wireless instrument because it's reversed. It would be in-ear monitor packs. Greetings from Jacksonville, Florida. Let's see here. You know what? I appreciate it, David. Hopefully, you say you've been watching since. You say you've been watching since I started, even with my seismic audio speakers. Here's the thing: you've seen me grow, and you've seen my growth. I hope that in the time that you've been watching me, you've been able to upgrade your system and not just stick with something that's cheap and get you by. Hopefully, you've upgraded as well. Let's see here. Just let everybody know I had a terrible. Realized it was my phone. Yep, noise where the power of the phone go on and off. That's cool. It's humming. The power source were in place. Cool. Denver, Colorado. Constant humming is dirty power. I would agree. That's where I would start. Hey, I got $2. Thanks. The $2 for answering your question. I appreciate that. I'm not going to. I'm a working man, and it takes money to run this thing. So I'm not going to say no. We got people from India on here. I'm out of focus now. Nope. Let's try that. That was my doorbell as people walk in and out. Light show looked awesome. I appreciate it. Yeah, it turned out great. Let's see here. Folks from Philadelphia, will I come to Africa? Unless you buy my ticket, I'm going to stay right here. Mr. JB Twin is in the building. What's up, Jermaine? Let's see here. We got people from Seattle. If you were running multiple mics, even at my church, what's the best way to identify a mic from a distance? Any ideas? Actually, stand by. The best way to identify, what you got there? Oh, the best way to identify mics, just simply putting a roll or a band of colored electrical tape. You can buy 7 colors off Amazon for super cheap. I will say the best thing to do is put one at the top, one at the bottom, because if you got hip hop artists or people that don't know how to use a mic, they do this number and then it covers it up, but you can still see it down at the bottom. What are you laughing at?
Hip hop don't know how to use a mic.
Yeah, people just, I mean, people see this on TV, so they assume this is how you use a mic. This right here, this right here, this right here, this right here. That's not how you use it. You just talk into it like you normally would. When I tell people that are giving speeches or toasts or whatever, I say you need to be making out with this microphone. Just like this. I mean, it needs to be pretty close, not so close that you're getting the pops and cracks from they're called plosives, which you can also EQ out, but you need to be pretty close to it. And then one thing you need to do, folks, after you get home from that gig, you need to take this cover off and disinfect these grills because they start smelling, especially if you deal with people, if you're in bars and stuff like that, they smell like spit and smoke. And I'm not, just bring them home, spray them down, and get you a water denatured alcohol mixture, spray it on there, disinfect your microphones. Stubby, my mom says hello.
I'm in check.
Let's see here. The South Africa, man, I don't know how much $20 is in Denmark money, but I appreciate that, bro. What time?
I don't know.
Okay. As I was saying, I just asked him what time he was having breakfast. You want to come around here?
John Smith is the man.
My name's not John Smith.
John Simmons is the man. Blake and Cynthia Smith, the rock the world. Love all.
All right. That's the man that married me and my wife. He's a good friend. Keep a good circle. That's half. That's half.
Stubby Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Stubby Mix-a-Lot. He's also a DJ too. So it's half of being successful is having a good circle around you. See you in the morning, Stub. Let's see here. Smash the like button. Hey man, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all looking out for me. That's awesome. Okay. Are you interested in more pro kit, have Abo, Roby, etc.? Are you happy with more DJ gear? I've got plenty of DJ gear. I wouldn't say yes, I'm interested in all the above, but there's a lot of variations to go. There's a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a lot of stuff that goes into buying gear around here because I'm in Arkansas. There's just a lot of variables. That's the word I'm looking for. That's just it. Let's see here. Interested in best cheap uplights? Go to RashaProfessional.com. Tell them tell Joe that John sent you. Columbia, South Carolina, pretty much a dead zone for New Year's Eve. Rain and extremely crazy police force. Ugh. Is that Rick Webb at the door? You got jokes. Pro tip. GTD audio are also color coded on the bottom. Good. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Would I ever do an interview on another channel? Sure. I don't know. Depends on what you want to talk about, but yeah. Let's see here. Greetings from Oregon. And you are a handsome beast dropping knowledge bombs. That's funny. steam clean the mic screens. I found if you steam clean them, sometimes not all mics, but some of them have that interior foam glued on there, and it starts to come off. That will make your plosives even worse. Let's see here. How does somebody get started with a portable lighting system? Ableton user here, by the way, something like DMX. I would say buy something similar to the American DJ My DMX Buddy or My DMX platform. It's super simple. I started out like using Freestyler, a free program. It's free, but at the time, it just wasn't very user-friendly. My DMX is super user-friendly, has a large fixture database, and also it's easy to create and program shows. There's tons of information about it on the internet. Just great. I would say start there. Buy lights that you can afford. Uselights.com is a great way to shop. eBay is a great place to shop. There's a lot of places that you can buy good lights for a decent amount of money. When I think of the QX-GX series amps, I'm trying to get into the buy once, cry once mindset, but being startup, cash only goes so far. Don't want to go cheap crap, but can't afford the best. I would say GX. It's not like you said, it's not the best, but it's far from crap. I would say their power figures are probably extremely accurate. So I would say if you can afford it, go ahead and go with it. What specs do I need to know about my mics when ordering half-wave antennas? Generally, with half-wave antennas, there is so much of a band it can take. So with my shark fin antennas, or whatever you want to call them, they operate on a wide band, which is why they're so expensive. They go from like 200 megahertz all the way up to like 800. So any mic you have in there will work with that. With the half-wave antennas, typically they're only working with about an 80-degree variance. So you need to know what megahertz, what audio spectrum your microphones are in, and then you buy your half-wave antennas to suit that. Suggestions on applying for a job as a club DJ. Ramus, A1, I appreciate the tip, the super chat. B, what you need to do is get you a Mixcloud page, have mixes put up. C, you need to work on your social media presence. The only thing they care about is how many people you can get through the door. So it doesn't matter if you are an awesome mixer, you can blend, you can scratch, you can cut. It doesn't matter if you don't have a personality and you can't get people into their nightclub drinking their liquor. It does not matter. So A, work on A, thanks for the tip. B, get a Mixcloud page and get some mixes uploaded to that. C, work on your social media presence. D, you need to spam every club in your area. Yeah, freestyle is not easy for it's not easy for starting out. All right, so I got 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Can you put a link to the chat on place to answer you about the cheaper uplights? Just go. I can't do it from here. Just go to the easy quick setup, and it's got the uplights that I use to light the facade. So look at the thumbnail of all my videos and go to the one that's got the facade and the speakers up. That's the one. That's the one where you can see the uplights. Passive speakers versus powered speakers. I would say bigger gigs, passive, smaller gigs, powered or active. Christopher Diaz, what's up, South Jersey? What is up? What is up? Let's see here. Thanks for the info. Judson Taylor, what's up from Huntsville? I do look rested because I am rested. I do need a haircut, a little bit of a haircut, but that's all right. Thank you so much. I already work as a bartender at the club, but I don't have too much experience on CDJ, so I'm currently learning when they are open. That's awesome. At least you have a place where you can practice. At least you have a place where you can practice your craft. See if they'll let you. Well, I would say that's the best place to practice because A, it's probably in a commercial space, so you don't have to worry about sound ordinances and things like that. B, you're probably feeling how the sound is coming out of their PA, if it's any good. If they've got CDJs, chances are they've got a pretty decent PA. So you're getting the best of both worlds. So, yeah. Random. Did me and Savannah take a bunch? Yes, we did take a bunch of the random cheesy cruise pics. Not a bunch of them, but my wife is super shy. And I love, especially like getting off the ship, taking the pictures with like their people that are in costume and stuff like that. I love making her feel slightly uncomfortable. So she like cruises on by them, and I like reach out and like reel her back in, and we take the picture. Let's see here. What studio speakers do I recommend that won't break the bank? I would say go with some KRK Rocket 3s. That's what I have. That's what I'm looking at right now. Brent Taro, BSS or radial? I would say I've seen more radials on riders versus BSS. Both of them great, but I would say if you're trying to stay rider friendly, go with radial. I'm not sure if I'm willing to answer this, but how much do you charge for middle school, high school dances, and how do I book them? Christopher Diaz, how much do I charge for middle school, high school dances, and how do you book them? That's a great question. I would say I'm trying not to book any middle school dances because seeing kids grind up on each other makes me extremely uncomfortable. I don't even, it makes me feel like I don't have kids, but I'm like, man, these parents don't want these kids doing this stuff. Anyway, that's a whole different subject. But I will say you have to understand your value. I would say take your wedding setup. If you're taking out something bigger, you need to have a calculated price of how much you're charging per item and how much you're paying yourself per hour that you're there. That includes setup, tear down, and the show. So you need to have a calculated response. Hey, I'm making $150 per hour every hour that I'm there. If I get there at 10 o'clock and the dance is at 8 o'clock, I'm getting paid for every hour that I am there because you are working. I'm not working for free. So I'm going to get paid for that time. I'm going to get paid for the time that my equipment was out. So you need to have that calculated. You need to have that calculated formula from start to finish. That's how I price anything. It doesn't matter what it is. How can I renew my love for DJing these days? I feel bored doing it. I feel the same way, which is why I'm stepping away from it. And I'm DJing stuff that appeals to me. Weddings don't appeal as much to me anymore, albeit I still enjoy them. But doing 125 of them a year, you get a little tired. Thoughts on Mackie Thumps? I think I'm thinking of upgrading, but I don't know what. I would say, what do you have now? Because if you have seismic audio speakers, Mackie Thumps are great. If you've got EVETX speakers, Mackie Thumps are garbage. So just depends on what you have now. Shout out from Walnut Ridge. That's right up the road. Martin, yes, I'm from America, Central America, Central U.S. to be exact. Arkansas to be even more exact. And then I'm not giving out my address because you guys sometimes can be a little weird. Do you think it's great to have an office space if you're a part-time DJ? No, I don't. Let's see here. Hey, I'm from Forest City. Do I allow people to rent the equipment I use everything in my shop. I allow anybody to rent equipment to an extent. I'm not going to let anybody just come and grab some motors that I have. You got to be a production company or somebody that's in the business. But if somebody off the street wants to rent 212s, they sign a contract. I get a copy of their license, and there you go. If they screw it up, they have signed their life away. If it doesn't work, I'll take them to small claims court. Like I've said before, people that you need to have on your side as a small business owner: attorney, CPA. There you go. Have I thought about getting a medium throw system that is compact, something like L Acoustics? I would, L Acoustics are great speakers, and you say that VRXs, not to say VRXs are bad. The thing is, I've thought about it, but right now my VRX system is super close to being paid off, and it fits my market. The L Acoustics isn't something, I've got other production companies around me that need VRX because they've got VRX. So if I bought the L Acoustics rig, no one else would rent it because they can't pair it with what they already have. I bought it for a calculated reason, and it does me well. And it, you know, at the end of the day, it's almost paid off, and it's working. So I would say yes, I've thought about it, but it's not feasible right now. Advice for solo DJ transitioning to a multi-op: invest in people. And invest in time. CPA is a certified public accountant. Let's see here. Hey, we're gonna get a good starter template for contracts. You can Google rental agreement, contract. You know, whether they're all basically the same. What you need to do is you need to take this contract that you Google somewhere that's free contract template. Put it up, change all your information over to you, and then, you know, if it's a rental agreement, they're all basically the same. But what you need to do, because all local laws are different, you need to take it to your attorney and say, hey, look at this contract. Is it legally binding? Because if you get a contract that, let's say, is from Phoenix, Arizona, where rental agreements are different, you get a contract that doesn't hold up in court, then you get sued, and now you look like an idiot. Let's see here. Composite speaker cabinet or heavier wooden cabinets for mobile DJs. I love wooden cabinets. That's all I'm going to tell people to buy. All right, so 69 people in here. If you could, before I get out of here, hit the like button on your way out. Do I have DJ insurance or something more? I have insurance through State Farm. Costs me about $200 a month. But I'm liable. It insures me for a wide spectrum of things. A little expensive, but you know, that's cost doing business. So here's the thing. Oh, while I'm down here, we are doing a video on these this week. They're a part of the giveaway. If you haven't already, please enter for the giveaway. Number 2, subscribe to the page. Even though it's not Vlogmas anymore, I'm still planning on putting out 1 to 2 videos a week. Please try to hold me to that. At the end of the day, I'm probably going to start running out of topics and switch over to something else that I enjoy, like drums or lighting stuff or tips and tricks on getting more business, whatever. It's been a long day. Let's see here. Okay, so yes, like I said, enter the contest. New videos coming soon. I have a huge trailer to unload for New Year's Eve. That's still back there. I plan on making a video about that, what it is, you know, what we took, what we didn't take, how it worked out, blah, 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 blah. How far am I from Salazar, Oklahoma? About 3 or 4 hours. Please do a video on miking drums. That's actually something that I would love to do. Stephen Lane, just started my very own production company. What advice can you give me on running my business? I would say that I can't answer that right now. I don't have enough time. Shoot me an email, djwoopig@gmail.com. Also, follow me on Instagram. Hey, Kenny Kuntz. I'm about to get off of here. I'm sorry. That's my buddy from college. Follow me on Instagram, DJ Woopig, across all social media platforms is where you can get a hold of me. Be looking out for a new video sometime this week. And yeah, if you got any questions, send me an email, djwoopig@gmail.com. I'm happy I'm back. My batteries are back to like 85%, which is pretty dang good, because I was running on about 2%. I was seriously facing a crash. So my batteries are charged. I'm refreshed, and I was actually excited to be here. So I did not do a video on cable. Would I be against meeting someone in person? I would say, Chris, shoot me an email. Maybe. Shoot me an email. I've met a subscriber before, but shoot me an email. Okay, so I'm out of here. That was my camera decided that I was done, but this time I'm done. All right, so we'll see you later, guys. Blake, yes, I can do a video on custom cables. Yeah, I will. If you got any questions, email me. Until next time, I gotta go home. It's 5:01. All right, guys. See you.